Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2662. I'm your host Arwin, and before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit, and if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are all in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I could really use it. Alright. I was planning to start at 2 p.m., but then it's just, I don't know what the hell's going on this morning. Keep getting distracted. Anyway, the weather really clouded. It's no big gray soup. There's still some blue sky in between all that. But I mean, yeah, can barely pick that up on the webcam. But it's like really clouded up there. It's constant wind. It has not really rained this night. You'd think it would, with clouds like this going around. But yeah, it's pretty much stayed dry. I don't know if that's gonna stay that way. Alright. Anyway, it is, yeah, it's not exactly warm. I'm even wearing my sweater again, so... Right. Hello everyone. It is Saturday, the 13th of June 2026. Temperatures 18 degrees Celsius with 60% humidity, 26 kilometers an hour out wind, and 12% precipitation. Yeah. Still gonna warm up after Monday, so starting Tuesday, that's gonna be interesting. Although it does say it's gonna rain then as well, so I don't know. 34 degrees predicted on Friday. Huh. We'll see about that. Right. So yeah. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Sorry for starting so damn late. It was really weird, man. I just kept... I was noticing, like, hey, hurry up, stop just hanging and doing little thingies and just get on with it. But despite that, it still took me freaking 50 minutes. I can't believe it either. But yeah, I'm here now. And I feel really good, by the way. Don't know what that is. Yeah, maybe because I had a whole bunch of salad yesterday. Whole bunch of lettuce. And yeah, I guess I really needed it. I feel really focused. And just smooth. Well rested, focused. Had a good night rest. Yeah. Just feel really stable, actually. So that's good. Have no clips. I actually tried I tried to dig for some clips in those last 50 minutes, but I couldn't find anything except for just weird shit. And yeah. And more horror in England and all that. Right, but I didn't exactly dig through news articles. I was just trying to look for interesting clips to share, but yeah, was not successful. So it's just nothing going about except weird stuff. I bumped a lot into these supposed photos of like Trump with some really weird, almost movie makeup looking white guys in these velvet uniforms. This is really weird. Oh, I'm not bumping into them now. Oh yeah. I think it might be some kind of a joke though. But I mean, it's all over the place. Like, that was weird. Venusians? There's some kind of game it could be a game stunt, that there's just some new game coming out with these kinds of guys in them as villains, and that they did a little deep fake funny with it to get some attention. It could be that that's what that is. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, yeah, nothing, no profound wisdom. Yeah, I mean, if I want those types of videos on X, I should be watching between 4 and 5 at night. That's that's usually when I bump into the good stuff. Not right now. Whoa. Okay. Apparently there's a whole reveal. Just bumped into this, like, I knew that Tulsi Gabbard had, like, resigned. Apparently she threw out a whole bunch of documents about US government biolabs. 120 biolabs across 30 countries. A lot of them, 1/3 of them, all in Ukraine. That's, yeah, she basically just put that on the table, apparently. Yesterday. I mean, cool. I mean, it's cool, I guess, that she did that. But, I mean, I already knew that, like, 10 years ago. I mean, literally, like, I guess through Alex Jones. And, I mean, his sources that are just very informed. Like, he does get sources. And so, yeah, I knew that for a long time, but apparently now it's official. It's officially released. Okay, cool. So, is anybody gonna do anything about it? Yeah, anyway. I mean, guys, every time I bump into articles like these, it just makes me sigh every damn time. The government is holding vaccination and death counts like under the thumb. They're holding it back, and we have evidence of that now. It's like, no, you think? You think? I guess it's just, it takes a little bit more time to actually, like, properly assemble evidence pieces and all that. But God, I mean, it's good to have, well, like, tangible evidence that can be presented in courts, etc., etc. But I mean, it's not news to me. We were basically yelling and screaming about it, like, even in 2021 and all that. It's just like, because back then it was really starting to stand out that like there were no flu deaths, everything was COVID. Like that was like immediate, like immediately everybody started to notice this. That was on top of the whole scamdemic, let's just call it that. Shout out to Eddie Bravo. Referencing the video here. Yeah, so I mean, that's the problem, you know? When I go through the news every time this happens, it's like, yay, this thing. Yeah, dude, I was saying this like 5 years ago. And yeah, I didn't have any assembled court-ready evidence, but I mean, I was damn well sure that it was like that, and it is. I was right. And Alex Jones and some of his sources were right. Like, just we all figure it out very quick. Yeah, they just keep coming with those articles. It's on my Dutch news feed. Whoa, what? Oh man. The Ukraine war is now literally lasting longer than World War I, apparently. Didn't know that. That's messed up. Yeah, entire duration of World War I was 4 years. A little over 4 years. But to be fair, I mean, technically it started even earlier. Because when did this shit actually start with Ukraine? It's when Ukrainians were literally starting to just randomly bomb citizens in the Donbass. And I think they had been doing that for years before the actual war officially broke out. So, you know, technically, you could say that it has actually been going a bit longer. But yeah, I mean, it's just nitpicking at that point. At this point. I'm not hearing any new things about Zelensky since that big strike on Kiev. Kiev? I hate that. It's Kiev. I mean, made a whole frickin' point about that. It's so tedious. Maybe like the residents there say Kiev. Do they? I don't know. I've never actually heard a Ukrainian say that name, the city, but I still remember with like topography in school, like I was like 7 or something, 6 maybe, nah 7 I think, 7 or 8, and it was this whole thing about the pronunciation of Kiev, that it was Kiev, and that I don't know, maybe it's just the giant Mandela effect, and we all got it taught it wrong or something. It's weird. But I will always just keep calling it Kiev because it's literally like one of the things that I was very proud of getting right and pronouncing it when I was young. So it's yeah. I feel like I got Mandela effect duped or something with that. Whatever. But I haven't heard much from Zelensky or Putin actually since the last news blip about that, which was a few days ago now. So yeah, I really wonder what's going. You know what? I could actually just fix it by just going to RT.com, which I can. because the Firefox browser here does have a VPN in it on Linux. So yeah. Oh wait. Oh no, I still have to activate that apparently. Okay. Oh, I have to activate it right now. So yeah, sorry. It was just staring me in the face, but apparently I still had to activate it. Alright. Okay, it's turned on. Let's see if this is gonna work. What? Okay. What kind of options is this? Wow, really? Holy shit, Firefox. Screw you. It was literally a false advertisement. It's like, it's not even a full VPN. It's just like, oh, VPN from within Europe. Like, who the fuck that matters? But I have to pay them to get it actually international. Screw you, Firefox. Screw you. What the hell? Oh, wait, it wasn't turned on. The fuck? Never mind. Maybe it'll work. Let's see. It's one last try. Yeah, it did work. Suh. Okay, so that made no sense. Whatever. Okay, let's see. On RT. Let's see. Any mention of Zelensky? No. No mentions of Zelensky. There's just one mention like, oh, the EU leaders want Zelensky's drone wisdom. Like, that's the only reference I can see here. That's surprisingly little. Something weird may be going on. When things get this silent of some figure that's like really been in the highlights, that's usually very telling. It's like the eerie silence. It's a sign of like big change, actually. Can be. Otherwise you would just like have sort of like progress updates or individual speculation about what's going on and all that. Because I mean, there are all these developments now. Since the Kiev strike, like, I had a lot of signs that he like really turned around this time. Not just like, oh yeah, back to the peace table and then walking out and then reversing everything. That shit. Like, not that. So now there's, yeah, who knows? Maybe they're doing like this huge backdoor session where they're like, okay, how are we actually, yeah, maybe they're trying to convert him to a Russian agent. I mean, hey, you know, he is an actor. I'm sure he would prefer that to basically getting the death penalty over genociding thousands of Russians, including civilians. So maybe they're literally converting him, and that's why you're not hearing anything. Who knows what the hell is happening with the Zelensky right now? Or yeah, maybe they're freaking interrogating them about EU insider stuff too. That could also be the case, you know. And I mean, I had a weird suspicion also that there might have been a backdoor with Zelensky in Russia for a long time. That he might have been a secret double agent all this time. Because I mean, they let him in Europe and the US, everywhere. He got everywhere. He went all over the place. So yeah, it's a good way to gather intel. So yeah, there's something going on with Zelensky. Yeah, let's just say it like this to be a little bit more enticing. Huh? Zelensky off the media radar since Kiev strikes. Has he surrendered to Russia? I mean, does anybody know what the fuck's going on with that right now? Jesus. No, it looks like frickin' the Ukrainian neo-Nazis nonetheless are still doing like these weird espionage bombings in Ukraine. They almost killed some foreign minister of the Donbass, security chief there. Apparently so it's not like all the activity is completely gone. I just think that the Zelensky machine has like been cut out. I mean, I said it yesterday, I think. Was that yesterday or the day before? Where I mentioned that I think that maybe Zelensky's handler, that was actually like forcing him to keep the war going or die, something horrifying like that, that they were killed in those last Kiev strikes. Because, I mean, it's just everything's changed. Like, I can feel it, guys. I don't need some freaking news report to notice, to feel it. Things have changed. There's something different. There's something going on. And I think that I'm onto something. I think that Russia is, and I mean, good on them. Like finally, yeah. But I think that they are actually just finishing it. I think they have really made the right moves with the strikes, and they're moving in. They got Zelensky. Yeah, they basically got Zelensky to come to the table and like give him like a plea bargain or a deal to basically get out of it with his life if he just like basically gives him all the intel, etc., and maybe steps down. Maybe he will even be like a temporary puppet. But it's not over yet, because I'm pretty sure that, like, well, Putin made basically election promises, sort of, right? He made promises like the Nazis, denazification of Ukraine. That's still very relevant, and it's not over yet. And these frickin' bombings are still continuing. So that's going to be the final phase with Ukraine, and I think that that's going to soon engage. I think the spies, the KGB, if you will, I don't know if is that still even what it's called. Yeah, the spies and the intel officers in Russia are going to, now that Zelensky's probably on Russia's side, they're really going to dig in, and it's going to be like this covert, trying to figure it out, where they are, the connections, to get them all. And then there will probably be mass arrests, some action, and then the neo-Nazi organization will have been neutralized and all arrested and all that shit. And then Russia will probably declare victory, and then Ukraine will get a transitioning government that will absolutely give like guaranteed securities and all that towards Russia, of course, like not joining NATO, etc., etc. Biolabs, God, I don't even know what the fuck Russia would do with these biolabs. Like, are they just gonna outright destroy them? Are they gonna basically loot them? Are they gonna repurpose them? Are they just gonna be like, okay, thanks, we're going to dig into this research that you guys have been doing here, potentially to figure out crimes against humanity that you had planned, or to get some advantages from the research? Who knows? I'm pretty sure Russia's not interested in actual bio warfare like that. And you can already imagine like the whole liberal media. Russia's taking the biolabs, and then as soon as they have it, and they haven't even like figured out what is all in it, but just like secured it, and the media is immediately, oh, Russia has all these biolabs, they're gonna unleash bio warfare. Dude, they just confiscated these laboratories from the West. What the fuck are you talking about? They will do that. I guarantee it. They're such simpletons. They're so automated. They wouldn't be able to help themselves. Like, that will happen. Arwinian guarantee. Like, I'm calling it right now. As soon as Russia starts like occupying finding all the biolabs, occupying them, the West is immediately going to be, oh my God, Russia has all this biological weapons research, and they're going to unleash it on the West. Like, immediately this will happen, guaranteed. They won't be able to help themselves, even with me telling them, and they're listening and they're hearing me, and they'll still do it. Yeah, because they can't help themselves. They have no control over what they do. They're fully automated. It's not like every crisis is an opportunity. It's like, no, they're... Right? Because an opportunity is like a choice. Crisis gives opportunities. Like, oh, all these things you can do, actually, to turn around. And Yeah, but it's a choice. Well, they don't have a choice. It's like they have to do it. It's really weird. It's like mandatory crisis exploitation. Like, even when it's too transparent, they just can't help them. They can't not do it. They're so neurotic about these types of moves. It's just the suggestion of a glimpse of, oh, them being the bad ones and so we're the good ones. Like, they are just addicted to rolling out these superficial fantasies. And I mean, yeah, the dumbass zombie public, lip-tard zombies, like, yeah, they will just guzzle it up and it'll just be the same. Like, they can't distinguish anything, what's real and what isn't. Kind of like Gaining Wisdom's mom. Like, she'll just immediately buy into that and just, like, accept that that's literal, right? But I mean, it's not really relevant. They're just autopilot people that go on the liberal auto track. And everybody else will just, like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, some things that are gonna happen there. But yeah, I think that it is changing. I think it's pretty much over. And I think that everything that I just talked about is going to happen. And probably very quick too. And yeah, I don't have any lines into anything. Yeah? I don't understand Russian at all. If it wasn't for, like, translators and AI, what do you call that? Translation texts. Like, I wouldn't even know what the hell they would be doing other than the feel of it, right? It's just, this is all just logical. And it's just paying attention, getting the feel of how things work, noticing, like, subtle difference in people's act, all that. And Zelensky really seemed different that last time I saw him. Because he had this strange sense of relief, see? I pick up on that spiritual metadata. I can just tell. It's different. Something was different after those strikes. He was, like, kind of nervous, but also relieved. It's just very telling. So that's why I just immediately drew that conclusion based on my, hey, spiritual metadata, on my senses. Just like, whoa, his handler's probably gotten killed. So he's like, he can now choose to actually stop it. And I bet that just from a tactical superior vantage point, Russia's just been very gracious towards him in giving him a good offer to get out of it alive. So he was just looking for the right opportunity to go with that. And now that a handler got killed in the strikes, allegedly, like, I don't know, this is all pure speculation, but it's just, I mean, it's gotta be right. I can feel it. There's something going on, right? It's either that or there is a really big military move being planned from Ukraine to, like, do something really devastating back. Right? Either one can happen, but I mean, yeah, so that's it. There's now a moment of silence because either Ukraine is preparing an attempt for a devastating counterattack with, like, tons of drones again, just like the thing that preceded the strikes on Kiev, because it was a retaliation. So either they're doing that, trying to up the scale maximum, maybe because media doesn't make a lot of habit of just staying silent on individuals. Right. Anyway, I'm being a conspiracy theorist, but I mean that. Yeah. Why not? You know. I think that these things are gonna happen. And yeah, I'm very curious to see if I called it. Right? Because I'm not telling you these things because I know. Like, not even from my visions necessarily. I just think this is gonna happen. But hey, I could be wrong, you know? It could also be a preparation to a counter-strike. But I mean, even if they tried that, then Russia's already right on top of it. And it will probably be smothered as they engage with that. It's like, send it all out, and the drones launch, and then it's like, Zircon missile literally like 2 minutes later, as the shit is still launching, it'll just blow up. Like, something like that, right? So, yeah. Those are basically the two things that I see coming in the near future. Could be either one. Right, I mean, if Ukraine even has anything left, there's a good chance that the whole Kiev strikes literally like blew up all their factories. Right. Anyway, I don't really know. I've not heard any real detailed reports about like what was actually damaged, other than that a CIA officer that was there for training the Ukrainians got killed, despite being in a bunker. That's the only thing I heard out of it, which is also just kind of interesting because that's how I drew the conclusion, like, hey, maybe Zelensky's handler got killed. That's why he seemed so relieved. Anyway. Right. Hey, maybe you guys think I'm looking into it too much. I'd like to put down these arguments and then see was I right? Did I call it? Right? I'm just testing my own skills, my own senses. Okay. Okay, here I'm reading an article that apparently the Iranian foreign minister says that they're close to making a deal with the US. They usually, like, don't say those things unless they actually think it's getting real. So that's interesting, despite Trump's ridiculous flip-flopping statements yesterday even. Yeah. So maybe we are in a time of change right now, and thing is, moving around, and seems the Ukraine situation is moving around, and the Iran situation may actually just be also in the middle of that. I'd say in that sort of time, you gotta be very sharp on, especially on places where there has been no change whatsoever, like the Strait of Malacca. I'd be paying a lot of attention to that right now if I was intel officers. Because when big conflicts, geopolitical conflicts, just suddenly stop, that's usually a sign that another conflict could engage. Will engage. Something will happen. Because this ain't over yet, guys. This is not over by a long shot. The geopolitical conflict. So yeah, I feel good though. But I mean, it might not even be related to the situation out there in the world. It might just be me, because I just had a really good night rest and I feel healthy right now. Right. Where's everybody? Where's everybody this Saturday? Man, I'm out of coffee and I wish I had more. That tasted really good. You'll have some tea though. Yeah. I feel like I'm done with the subject. I've said everything I could about it. So there you go. Geopolitical updates. You all appreciate my show and things that I predict, and I'd love if I'm actually turning out to be right with what I just called. Would love to have some feedback about that from people. And hey, maybe my conclusions are so natural, even as you're hearing them, you have an inner response like, oh, of course that is what's gonna happen. It's not even special that you're calling that, Erwin. So I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Maybe it is just really so easy to tell now that doesn't even require really refined senses and ability to look in between things to notice this sort of thing anymore. I don't know how well people's senses are attuned to these kinds of situations. I mean, there's been plenty of time and opportunity for people to develop it in the last few decades, just by paying attention to the news and narratives and all that. So I don't know. I don't really get a lot of feedback. I mean, I get feedback as in people that tell me like they appreciate what I've been saying, but yeah, that's about it. I get very little feedback about my predictions. But then again, I mean, I don't exactly like brag or harp on about them either. I just lay it down and then I kind of forget about it, and then it might happen and I'm like, oh yeah, see? Yeah, I called it. And then I don't even dig back and show you all the video, the moment where I was predicting it. Like, I don't even do that. I don't think I've ever actually done that. Even though it's happened plenty of times. Anyway. Man, that wind just never stops blowing today. It just keeps on going and going and going. Yay! That's hilarious. Now, this is a clip I might want to share. It's silly, but I mean, fuck it. I've mentioned it. There you go. I like it because I don't even necessarily want to play some freaking Fox News reporter or whatever. I like that they put the pictures of the four alien types, right? Grey, Nordic, insectoid, reptilian. I've mentioned all of them. Yeah. I'm gonna play that later and just see. And I'm probably gonna share that tomorrow or something. Yeah. Oh, I bumped into the freaking photo thing again. It's so weird. So yeah, there it is. A leaked photo of President Trump. Let's see what he has to. I don't know. It might be a really whiny guy or something. We'll find out. It's 15 seconds. Oh, that's just music. Oh, Jesus. It kind of reminds me of like those the figures that hung around the Emperor in Star Wars. Remember those guys? It kind of reminds me of that. It's weird. Ooh. Wow. Check out this thing. Never seen a butterfly like this before. Doesn't seem to be AI generated. So yeah, butterfly. Literally looks like a leaf when it closes its wings. I mean, that's uncanny. Right. So yeah, I guess got some clips after all. Okay, some weirdo says that those white guys that Trump was meeting are Hyperboreans. Okay, sure. Right, yeah, I'm gonna round out the show. Hope you all enjoyed it. Don't seem to be a lot of people watching here live, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Hope you all liked the show. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me with a gift card, PayPal, Patreon, give us any bill, links are all in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel, support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can always use it. Please support your local Arwin. Right, I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2663 on Sunday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of the Saturday. Have a good weekend, and until the next video.